Hey everybody, Roll with Wes coming at you Monday. Hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Everybody's doing well. Just want to come at you real quick and encourage you this week. If you didn't catch this past Saturday service at 6 p.m. virtually, go on YouTube or Facebook. It's still there, World Changers Church, New York or NYC. You'll find it there. Coming with more messages, just pouring into you guys, building you up, and just want to keep us moving forward as a church. And we're growing. We're excited about things here. And thank you guys for being a part of that, part of this amazing church fellowship and family community. We just want to keep growing together. Now, of course, this Saturday we got virtual service. This Sunday, though, March the 6th at 4, doors open at 4 o'clock in Harlem, the Alhambra. I've had to practice how to say that a bunch of times, is where we're going to meet. We're going to have in-person service. We're doing that every other Sunday. So March the 20th is the next one we already got set. Working towards every week building in-person service. So I hope to see you guys there as we fill up the place. We're going to expand our services. If we blow it out every single service, we're going to just add an additional service. So we're excited about that. But man, it's been great already, the in-person service we had. And we're getting back to it. So enough about all that. Let's get into what we want to talk about this week. I want to talk about your attitude towards things. And my attitude towards things. When I say yours, not attacking or anything like that, but your attitude and outlook and perception on life and the things that happen in life, particularly the negative things that happen in life, is a huge game changer. If you're going to live in confidence, if you're going to live by faith, which faith is simply just trusting in God. If you're really going to trust in God, if you're really going to handle and develop character and mature as a person, your attitude is everything, and being able to maintain a positive attitude. Now, when I say maintain a positive, we're not talking about perfection. That may be this and this and this and that, but it's always when it gets really high or really low or it brings it back. You're able to come back to that place of stable is what that is. So we want an attitude that we're going to have our bad days, we're going to have our bad moments, but not to get stuck in that attitude when it gets in a position of negative. To be stuck in that position of negative. We want to be able to pivot out of that or shift or whichever word you want to call how you get out of it, but get outside of your attitude, your negative attitude, that is. But we talk about James 1 here. It says, verse 2, dear brothers and sisters, when troubles come your way, when an issue pops up. Now, trouble can be scaled from 1 to 10. Let's say 1, 10, whichever it is. Consider, and this is what I want to emphasize today mostly, and probably all week long, I'm going to emphasize that word consider. Consider it an opportunity. So, wait. When trouble shows up, we consider it an opportunity. Well, when I consider an opportunity, great joy. For great joy is what it says here. And I'm going to pause right there because I don't want to jump right to the next one. Because familiarity gets in, we start going, oh yeah, well this and that. No. What are you considering? When you're going to set your attitude, if you're in a bad position, check out what you're considering. Now, what am I considering? Well, I consider God. That's a religious, just flow out. Don't cheapen what we're doing here. Don't cheapen how we're setting your attitude, your mindset. What are you considering? Better yet, maybe how are you considering it is what is challenging here, actually. How are you perceiving it? See, it's talking about what happens when troubles come. First of all, trouble's going to come. You're going to see it. But what do you consider? What do you consider? How are you considering that trouble? Well, I'm considering my trouble as a problem. I get frustrated. I get the attitude. I know my days where I used to really have a hard time with trouble when it would show up. And sometimes when I say trouble, it was like a 2 or 3 on a scale of 1 to 10. But my attitude would get so shifted, so much angry because fear would show up, by the way, so sour towards people. I just have a bad attitude all the time when trouble would show up. Well, that's not a lifestyle of faith. That's not a lifestyle of love. That's not a lifestyle of overflowing. No, our attitude, I didn't consider trouble as an opportunity to one, hey, this trouble, God's going to use it as an opportunity, not that he was offered, to develop me. I'm going to grow from this. I'm going to see God's victory come out of this. I'm going to see good things happen. This part of trouble, God's going to flip it around. It's going to turn into something miraculous is what's going to happen. I all of a sudden shift my attitude to positive, say, God, what are you doing in this? I don't consider this trouble without the God factor in it. I don't consider this trouble without what's on the inside of me is greater than the trouble that I'm facing. So now it's an opportunity for great joy. What's the joy going to come from? I know what's on the other side of this trouble. Not the overall outcome, not all the details, but I know God is in it. Not the author of it, but he is in it, and he knows how to turn it around. And I set my attitude on that because now I'm considering him inside of this trouble, him inside of me, him inside of my outcome. That's what I'm considering. So I encourage you to consider the God factor when you see trouble and consider an opportunity to see his glory manifest. All right, guys, don't get weak. Don't get tired. Don't give up when you see trouble. Trouble is an opportunity to see victory in your life and the grace of God and growth in yourself that's going to last you for the rest of your life. All right, guys, catch you tomorrow.